In the early days of Zeton, there were 7 of us at Zeton in Burlington. Maybe at most 5,000 square feet. That consisted of engineers and 2 people in the shop.
In the Netherlands also we started off with 4 people. It was working out of the garage.
We did 3 projects for British Petroleum, and that repeat business was very important to us. We started repeat business with Dow Chemical as well, almost right off the bat, and with CanMet in Ottawa.
We were really pioneering. We were finding our own ways how to do things in the best possible way, how to be innovative.
Some of the first projects were actually quite challenging that Zeton did. We were dealing with very complicated conditions, and this gave us a good base of experience.
We were one of the first companies who brought automation to pilot scale equipment.
When we started out, there was a lot of risk because we weren't making a lot of money. We had to make sure we were competitive to win these projects. For those first 10 years, we as Zeton Inc. from Canada were doing work in Europe. So we felt we needed a presence there.
The interest of Zeton in the company in the Netherlands was very genuine.
The opportunity to actually purchase Zeton BV just made it so much simpler to do as opposed to starting something on your own.
We moved into a brand new building and we learned from each other's practices and experience.
There was a lot of hard work and a lot of long hours that we had to put in because we were a small company. But at the same time, I only want to go to a company where it's fun.
It feels like being one family, working for one group. This was one of our first larger projects in the high bay that we had.
Up to that point in time, Zeton Inc. had done FT upgrading units, but we hadn't actually done the reaction.
It was an eye-opener for ourselves at that time, but also for many of our clients who all of a sudden got a lot of confidence.
We were able to use this as a reference going forward as being able to actually do the FT reaction.
Now we do the whole phase from larger pilot demo scale and even now to small scale production.
We've issued good product and better product and then even better product from a control system electronics perspective and also from a process perspective. So my company has gotten stronger, and I think the products in the last 2-3 years were the best products we made. I think in North America there's no place else that would have been better for me than here after 10 years.
We see a trend on the manufacturing scale, the scales go down, and we see more distributed manufacturing facilities popping up. There's a need either from logistic point of views or from safety point of views that you want to produce it only there where the intermediate is being used. We have taken to a high level the aesthetic. I think that craftsmanship definitely is within the group in the Netherlands. It's also certainly with the unit here in Canada. The difference between a unit which is physically a little bit smaller and the one which is physically larger scale is only on the outside, because the inside many times is the same. People must really see it before they believe that you have the capabilities to build units on this scale. To get it out from here and reinstall it somewhere, now it's a very swift action.
Burlington's been a good location for us because we're kind of in the center of where all of our key suppliers are located. Also, it's a good location because we're close to universities for getting people to come and work for us, especially in the design groups.
Enschede is nicely fitted in between the Rotterdam refinery area as well as the chemistry area of Germany. And many of our employees have had their bases at the University of Twente.
Because we're in Canada, Zeton Inc. has more exposure to projects in the mining industry. We transfer that experience when needed to Zeton BV and to their operation.
And we have had some projects in process intensification and microreactor activities. We try to take this knowledge to North America and see if there's interest in these new technologies.
Innovation in Zeton, it comes from the whole company. Everybody's encouraged to come up with ideas, everything from how we execute our projects to what goes into our designs. The mentality of the people putting the plant together is always quality first.
Projects have a highly confidential nature, and we must be very sure that this confidentiality remains with that project.
The pilot plant industry, the process development industry is worldwide, and more of the chemical industry is looking at smaller scale production plants. For safety reasons, they want to produce certain chemicals at a site where they're using it as opposed to producing it in a large plant and transporting it around the world. That leads to small modular plants. New technologies that are coming out in green chemistry, new technologies in sustainability are all part of the opportunities that we see in the future.
Certainly Zeton will be part of those developments.
We've grown a company to a fairly big size, and you have the challenge now of finding the balance between the project workload and the resources.
One of the things that we have been setting up with the University of Twente, which is physically just 2 or 3 kilometers away from our office, we have a one-day course where they get points for the university degree and they get educated by staff of ours.
We primarily use the co-op programs from the University of Waterloo. They get to know how Zeton works, we get to know how they work, and if there's a match there, at the end of their co-op program, we'll make a job offer to them. Zeton's culture is one of very much high performance. We give our employees a lot of responsibility for running the projects when they come to the company, and it's very much a culture of teamwork and providing the customer a product that they'll be satisfied with. And there's a lot of pride in how we build our plants, and that quality really comes from the shop floor.
A unique feature that by having both design as well as the assembly under one roof, the feedback from all the staff is one of the key drivers in getting projects better and better.
Modularization also helps us to employ standard designs, like standard module designs or standard sections of the plant from project to project, and that improves our efficiency here by using standard designs, and it allows us to do the projects in as short a time period as possible. They can be working in parallel at the site, getting it ready while we're building the plant here. Being employee-owned in Zeton makes us accountable for what we do, makes us accountable for our actions ourselves.
The people are very eager to learn, but also eager to deliver, and to deliver each time better again than the last time.
We don't have outside bodies that come in and tell us how to run the company. We're making our decisions ourselves, but most importantly, we're accountable for those decisions we make. We have the specialized manufacturing facility space, and the project workload that's coming to us that we foresee in the future, we need more space to do that, so we're expanding our manufacturing facilities. We've been able to solve many problems and issues that customers have brought to us with very innovative and creative solutions. This work that we've done has been recognized worldwide. Chris Brown won a design award from Petrobras. Our design group has also won a Bentley Award for the design of modular plants. So this recognition really emphasizes the quality of our people and the expertise that our design staff have. It's that hard work, the extra hours that everybody's put in has been very important to our success. And it's very much appreciated, all of that hard work that the staff has done, and both Johan and I really appreciate that.
Without the staff, it's fair to say that the company wouldn't be where it is today.
I think the future at Zeton looks very promising. Still maintaining our culture of innovation and our culture of teamwork. We have established a very strong base of capabilities, and we'll be able to handle projects that come to us from many different fields.
Many of our customers are on the innovative edge of new technologies, and I think that's where our customers are going to stay.